It's a simple board game. You start from here, square one, and you try to reach the end, the red circle, and you compete with your friends. So it's a multiplayer game. You can play with as much people as you want. And basically, every time you move, there's a chance that you will land on a red square, which means you have to pick up a challenge card. And a challenge card gives you different challenges which you have to do, and if you don't do them, you either go back or go back to the start or go to prison. Pink prison.
Pink prison.
Exactly. And where the video part starts is on intersections, exactly, where you have a choice where to go. So you get a challenge either from a video or a text format, and if you complete the challenge, you can go the short way, but if you do not complete it, you have to go the long way. So we have been playing this game for 40 minutes, I think.
No, it's about 2 hours.
Okay. This is a fun game, so time passes quickly. But yeah, it's fun. Also, one more square I forgot to say about, actually two more, is the arrow squares, where they will send you back, like in Snakes and Ladders. And pink squares, which will send you to prison. And the prison system works like this. When you get in a prison, you land on 0. So you have to throw your dice to get out of prison. Basically, it's
safe zone.
kinda, yeah. You don't have to worry about anything. And that's about it from this game.
This game is inclusive since everyone can play and there's no age limit since you only need to know about the animals. Up to 6 players can play at one time and it guarantees a fun time.
Yeah, and we start here and finish here. So how you see it's like one question and we have like the cards and they say like you need to back or you can go forward or you need to stop and stuff like that. And we have a question like to what sounds make animals and you need to say, and I think that's it. And beautiful draw.
So we have this board game. If you see, it's like going in the spiral. Yeah, you start from the beginning. We will tell you later the legend, and you will understand more. But you play you can play up to 4 people, and it's different tasks during that trip, and you get like some traps, some helps, and some special tasks to do. And you go to the final destination. The final destination is the castle, Dragon's Castle, and actually the game name is
The Legend of Magic Winter Dragons.
Yeah. So the idea is to regain the castle, which belongs to dragons, but it was stolen, and the idea is to go through all obstacles and go to fight with the boss. We have the boss, but he's like chilling now. And you fight with the boss. Of course, the fight is to just answer the question, and you win that who's in the castle. And we have a very nice crew who made all those look good looking on this board, and also we have the game book, which looks like this.
So this is the cover with the title. Then we have a legend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the legend is that once upon a time there was a country without any worries where people, magical creatures, and dragons were living in peace and harmony. Dragons in that country had a wonderful castle, but one day everything changed. The country was attacked by the magic rats and their queen. They brought chaos and horror. They left everything in dust. The steam of death was following them everywhere. Everyone was everyone were hiding anywhere they could. Most of the dragons were hiding due to the lag. Only a few surviving dragons escaped and hid far away in the caves, which is the start of our game. After many years, descendants of old dragons decided that it's time and the time has come to return and defeat the evil magic Rat Queen and take back their country. Mighty challenges and a long road ahead awaits these mighty dragons, apart from the impending threat that the fact that they are blind, and that does not help them either, but their courageous hearts and pure desire to return home and have peace bravely lead them forward.
Which name is Mr. Music Idea TV show. So our game description is: in our game show, players try to pass all the questions and win the main prize, which will be writing song, recording and writing and recording the dream song with our star of the program, which is Steve Wonder. So here you can see start, and this is a finish, and now my colleague try to explain some rules.
Right. So going through the basics. So it's like you have to go through the designed fields to the end to become the star of our show. Secondly, on the question marks, which you can see here, like here and somewhere else, you're gonna pick a card with a question mark written over there. You can show it and answer the question or do a task, whatever it is. On the blue boxes marked with numbers, you have questions.
Right here,
Yeah.
and here,
And cards.
Yeah.
In the yellow boxes, there are numbers that correspond to the numbers on the QR codes. So you're gonna select the appropriate code, scan it, and answer the question properly. Going through it, if you are standing on the question that someone has already answered, take a special star card with a very beautiful star on it.
Yes, of course.
And answer the question. And if you answer incorrectly, you stand in line. When you stand on a field with steps, the answer to the question is to give a good answer, go across the bridge to the designated field. You can see bridge here, right? If the field also has a task, complete it. If you do not complete any of the tasks, you are standing in the queue. And you'll find all the answers in a separate sheet.
Yeah, because we have rules and answers.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. Thank you.
Which called from the bed
to the car by the highway to the mountains.
Yeah, so the point of this game is to go from the starting point to the mountains and cross three countries. So it's Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland. So the game begins like you roll the dice, and maybe I should start that you can play, only 6 players can play this game, and each of them has some kind of a disability. For example, triangles means that if you get a triangle, it means that you are deaf, you can hear. So 2 deaf people, 2 blind people, and 2 people with the body disabilities, and you will see why we included it. So you start by rolling the dice, and at these points, you scan the QR code, and you get some kind of a question or task or some kind of a legend and so on. If you step on a plus, it means you get this plus card, and you, for example, get money because this game has money. If you step on minus card, which it means that you get this minus card. When you're crossing from
When you cross each city,
yeah,
and you cross like this border from Latvia to Lithuania, like crossing the city, you'll get a 10.
Yeah, you'll get 10
yes, and
money.
when you cross the border Latvian and Lithuanian, you
have to pay for the visa.
Yes.
And visa is 50 money.
Yes.
So
and if you don't have money, there's a work cards.
And you go
step
there?
on this
Yeah.
place, you choose a card, and you're like making.
No, like if you want to earn some money and you don't have it, so if you skip one turn, so it means you get 25. And for example, Visa is 50, and you have none money, so it means you have to skip 2 turns to get 50, and then you can skip, and you can travel. So there's a lot of places you can visit, and we tried to make it as 3D as possible. It's actually a prototype. We wanted to make a pluses and minuses, like that you can touch it 3D, but the lack of time. And so why we've talked about the disabilities. So for example, an ending point is a mountain. So if a person has some disability, so with his body, so it means that he is going by cabin, like he can't walk to the mountain. He has to pay for the cabin. So that's why it's important. And
we try to make like a real map of the
Yes.
Lithuania, Poland, and Latvia.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are in each country, and it's quite popular. So that's kind of it.
The title of our game is Sharing a Coffee Break. So the point of this game is, like, the story is that you're a worker and you're really tired and you really need a coffee break, but the boss doesn't let you, and he says that you need to finish all the tasks in order to have a cup of coffee. So here we have all the green tiles is the easy tasks, and the red tiles are the hard ones, and you can differentiate them by colors. So we have a special dice that people with disabilities, like blind people, can feel. So we have like no lines, and we have the sides with 2 lines. So the sides with 2 lines mean there's like that you have to do the hard task. So if you roll the dice, and if it lands on like easy one, so you just go step by step. So if I roll again and it's also easy, I just skip like that, and it's like just not many steps. We go by that. And when you land on like the green one, you have to do an easy task. So like an easy task is sing a song in your native language. So if you finish it, you can go forward, but if you don't finish your task, you have to go back 4 steps. So this is basically the prototype.
Can you tell us like a hard question? Like example?
Eat a slice of lemon.
No, wait, I can. Okay, so it's like balance a spoon on your nose for 10 seconds.
Oh, okay, so it's like party game.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. So big applause.